Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Unknown Armies, The Treasure Hunt, Part 3. In the last session, the Ska Band, Cabal, High School Ska Band Cabal.
No, we're not high school anymore. We're just a Ska Band.
Sorry. Nate, Davenport, Cici, and Glenn.
Being a Ska Band as adults makes it so much better.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
It'll totally come back.
Fourth wave ska any day now.
It never really left.
Real big fish. So, yeah, that's what you use your significant charge on. Just like...
I have no doubt.
Yeah. So, you went to meet the Church of Eternal Redemption and Inquisition. Both Redemption and Inquisition in the same, under the same roof. As one does. Led by the Reverend Jim Fanger, who is a nice guy.
Archetype of the king.
Archetype of the king. You figured out.
The true king.
Avatar, the true king. And one of his flock has gone missing. Stephanie Brittany. Because she was the treasurer, she was in charge of the Bitcoin wallet, and thanks to a clever move by our Vestomancer, Cici, you were able to figure out that Stephanie was in jail in Bootlick, Indiana, I believe.
French Lick,
Indiana, and because she had been framed. Framed for piracy, essentially. Someone in French Lick had been dressed up as a pirate and mugging and terrorizing people for the last week. It had made national news. It's like that thing with the clowns, only with actual crime this time. And also pirate. And so, but because of your supernatural vision, you realize someone must be aware of your quest and is trying to ambush you by lying in wait, waiting to see who shows up to spring Stephanie Brittany out of jail, or at least go talk to her. So you know approximately where they are, and you need to go rescue Stephanie Brittany, or at least her keychain, which contains the USB dongle that has the Bitcoin wallet. And
where is Aaron when we need him? Breaking into police evidence.
That definitely does seem an errant thing.
Yeah.
So clearly Reverend Jim Fanger is going to like you more if you actually rescue this person, because it looks like the frame job, well, you have no idea how good the frame job is, but she believes it was pretty good because someone planted evidence in her car, and whatnot. So, that means she's going to go to jail for several years. So if you can get her out by proving that someone else is the pirate, you could, but you don't have to. You just have to. He promised to give you the angel summoning invocation if you
bring back the dongle.
Bring back the dongle, because that has the money.
First question, Cici, how do you feel about crime?
Well, that depends on what kind of crimes we're talking. I mean, are we talking crimes of passion, crimes of fashion?
Well, it's definitely going to be part of the second. I mean, surely you've got a pirate outfit hanging around, right?
Oh, no. I've got 6.
Yeah. I guess I walked into that one, didn't I? So, I mean...
Well, what can I say? Pirates are in. Ever since there was that nice little movement to make September the 19th International Talk Like a Pirate Day, everybody just wants to buckle their swash.
So, I mean, we could go the whole, legal system route for starters, because let's face it, of all the crimes in the world that someone would copycat, why would it be this? So, if there's another pirate out there, clearly they've got the wrong person.
Clearly.
Well, you do know that there's planted evidence that would have to be dealt with, so that may not be enough. That would certainly... possibly introduce reasonable doubt, but...
Can we have a bit of a rollback then to when we were talking with Stephanie?
Sure.
Where was her car parked?
She gives you an address. It's in French Lick.
Okay. Is it a hotel or motel?
It was parked on the street near a hotel. Because remember, she was going to French Lick to make a deal to transfer Bitcoin for Dogecoin to make the church more money. But someone lured her there and then planted the evidence.
Shocking that Dogecoin was a red herring.
Well, I don't think that it's a red herring. You realize that Dogecoin is a little bit more stable than the bit. So
shocking that someone would use Dogecoin as a red herring.
It's on the street. She doesn't know where it is now, obviously, because she's in jail. She assumes it has been towed.
Right.
But she can tell you where it was.
Yeah. What I'm more interested in, so it was street parking near a motel, presumably that she was staying at or had checked into. So, did she said what motel?
Yes. The Sleep Easy Inn.
Of course.
It is, she was actually not checking in there. She was going to use an Airbnb herself. But that was where she was going to meet the person to do the deal.
So what I'm ultimately getting at here is CCTV.
At the Sleep Easy? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like if they have any parking lot or street parking coverage.
Well, you know what room she was told to go to? She never got there because pretty soon after she walked in there, like 10 minutes in there, like someone obviously dimed her out. Right. So I saw a bunch of pirate gear in her back seat, and I gave a good description of it, and so she never got to the hotel.
Sure.
Or, I mean, she never got to the room. She got to the hotel.
So I guess first move would be to make a phone call to the Sleep Easy Inn.
All right, you call it up. Give me a name for a clerk.
Cindy.
Cindy. Hi.
Hi.
This is the Sleep Easy Inn.
Hello.
You always sleep easy at our inn.
I see what you did there. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I'm not firing on all cylinders yet. How many charges you got handy?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
I used quite a few.
Yeah. Not enough to put on a trench.
This is not obviously
and a pork pie.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got enough for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, if someone's going to be calling up as a PI, they might as well actually be calling up as a PI.
If you want to, you could the justice system is slow. She's not going anywhere. Stephanie is not going anywhere for a while. Obviously, your foes are going to wait for you. Right. So, if you want to go and get some more charges, you could definitely do that. But
up to you, really.
Before we make that phone call, Nate, how do you feel about coming with me and popping some tags?
Ooh, I got $20 in my pocket.
All right. Yeah, you can spend the day clothes shopping where you are near the town where the Church of Eternal Redemption and Inquisition is. So give me a Vestomancer check.
So since
give me the clothes magnet.
Style magnet?
Yeah, style magnet.
Okay. I'm going to be using the darker colored as the 10s all night.
Sure.
That is a no.
Okay. You can get... how do you get a minor charge?
Well, most of my minor charges are done by putting together an outfit or actually making a garment. So I could do a lot of minor charges by taking that sewing machine that is in the back of my van and sewing a bunch of handkerchiefs.
Well, I say you spend the rest of the day, a couple hours. You failed your check, but you do get a minor charge by putting together a outfit. So you don't get nothing for it. Just
turns out rural Indiana thrift stores, not much.
Or they've been picked picked by eBay sellers who are like vultures, your eternal nemesis.
Shopping day and night on eBay.
Glenn, you can get soused, I guess. You do have that historically significant cup.
Yeah, I've got my charge for the day off the nice tin cup.
Yeah, or you can do something else if you want to. You could do research. I don't know what you're going to
do. Do we want to just go in there, or have one of us go in and talk to her? I mean, we've already got some information on her.
If we walk in, the police station itself is the trap. Now, I'm going to be quoting the immortal words of Donatella Versace or Sun Tzu. But the ambush that you know is set for you becomes an ambush for you instead of for your foes. That sounds Donatella, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you get that one right. Yeah. I think I heard
So-
that at Milan. Yeah.
If we go in there and we're prepared for them, it doesn't matter that they're trying to bushwhack us because we will not be the ones whacked. And it will not be our bush.
Phrasing.
Anyway.
We're gonna go with that. All
Yeah.
right, yeah. I mean, there's also the fact that, we're not so, long-handed on personnel here, but what we probably want to borrow someone from the church to send in to do the talking. One, it'll make Stephanie more comfortable as
Yes.
opposed to a drunk, impeccably dressed man and whatever the hell I am.
A similarly impeccably dressed man who records every conversation he makes.
Oh, well, that's kind of you.
So you
I
don't
would
give off
imagine-
a kind of a lawyer vibe in the right light?
Even so, why not send
More
in someone she
shyster
knows?
than, high dollar lawyer, but definitely lawyer.
I can work with that. But I guess what I'm saying at the end of the day is, rather than, even though we know it'd be an ambush, rather than walk into it, why not turn that ambush into a real actual secondary ambush and wait
So
for
them
them
on
to
their way
spring
out.
on?
Which
Yes.
is why I offered to trip the mine, because I can...
But we want everything we can bring to bear from the outside.
All right.
Yeah. So you can send a cultist in.
But not yet.
Okay.
But not yet.
Yeah, because you don't know. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking
wait,
into this
is-
pirate then. But she
You
said
could
that...
research the pirate crimes. They've been reported in the media pretty heavily.
Yeah,
And
because
if we
wasn't
can
the
actually
pirate outfit based on a historical pirate, or was it just a pirate?
You have no idea. You could
All right, I'm looking into that then.
All right.
Oh, where am I going
Day
to
drinking and internet research. A
Yeah.
winning combination.
The other thing that occurs to me is, does your je ne sais quoi work over a phone line when you're all dressed up? Or do people have to see you?
They don't have to see
That'll
me.
be knowledge.
My je ne sais quoi actually works amazingly well.
Yeah, knowledge would
because
work. Don't forget your drunk penalty.
It's not them that changes as much as it is me.
But I think it
Because the
depends on the
clothes
spell.
make the man. So as long as I am dressed appropriately, I can do whatever I need to.
That's a fail.
Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, Bill, any identity you failed last time, you can roll 1d10
Yes.
divided by 2.
Thinking
And
about that, and I don't remember what any of them were. So, yay.
you don't remember if you failed any checks.
I don't.
Okay.
It's been 2 weeks.
All right.
I've slept.
I'll let you pick. How many do you have?
3.
I'll let you pick 2 of them
All right.
and raise them by 1 to 5%.
Oh, so it's 1d10 divided by 2?
1d10 over 2.
Okay.
Round up.
In honor of David, I will roll purple dice.
They always work.
Let's see if I'm a better content creator now. I am 5 points better at content creation. Yar, content.
Told you.
So how do you hide your Zoom or whatever on your person? Do you just have one in your pocket? Do you just
I don't go high quality enough for Zoom. It's
Okay.
more of, just like your cheap ass
Okay.
personal recorders.
Okay.
That way it's not an obstacle to carry 3 of them.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
If you're going to be an obsessive son of a bitch, you've got to be a smart obsessive son of a bitch.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
And I am 5 points better at free running.
Ooh. Okay.
Yay, maths.
See? The purple works so much
The
better.
purple works so well for that when it's not opposed.
All right. So while he was shopping, you were researching.
I was
You get something.
researching.
How much did you fail by?
Quite a bit. With the drunk penalty, it was an even 100.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's well. You still get a couple things based on that. Basically, judging from people's descriptions, it sounds like a Halloween store costume, but with an eye patch, pirate captain hat, a
Plastic
real-looking sword, though, which is
Real
why
sword.
he mugged. The pirate did mug people, and. Talked like a pirate, and
Sidearm?
there was a flintlock pistol or a pistol of some kind tucked in their belt, but never used. It was just the sword, and seemed to come and go very quickly. It was hard to, police gave chase in one incident and were unable to find them.
So cheap on the fabric, but spared no expense on the props.
If you're going to mug somebody, maybe not do it with a really fake, obvious fake toy.
Yeah.
So, also, real swords are cheap.
I mean, scare quotes real.
Yeah, I mean, will hurt a person.
Yeah.
I mean,
not really the second time, because that edge just went right away.
Yeah,
but,
well, I mean, then you can club them.
Yeah.
Or, until the metal breaks, which is 3 or 4 more hits.
Yeah.
It's enough to scare someone. But it can be shiny and cheap stainless steel.
That first hit's a killer.
Yep. So that's what you get for failed check. Basic things. What were you doing while Cici was clothes shopping and Glenn was doing research? Well, you called it the Sleepy Inn and then hung up. So
yeah. Okay.
Cindy is pretty confused. Well, not really confused. She gets that all the time. So
weird.
Yeah.
Sleep easy in.
So what do you want to do?
I don't know. I would also like to research.
Okay.
It doesn't feel great, but I'll get in there.
Yeah. Don't forget mark your failed skills.
Yep.
Well, you use knowledge.
Identifies
Yeah.
your identities, you mean?
Yeah, identities. Yeah.
I'm a content creator. Of course, I can research odd happenings in small towns.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Red as tens. That's a big old nope.
All right.
Cannot flip that into a unnope.
Okay.
This is one slippery pirate.
I'll give you
I haven't
one.
had one of those in a while.
Heyo.
Because I am a style magnet and that is a pirate, I kind of want to find out who he's wearing. And that would be something I would be able to figure out.
Well, you were clothes shopping today, so
right. But when I get back, I mean, I assume that we're not leaving yet. Are we?
No. Yeah, this is just to get the rest of the day done.
And I found out that the costume was likely store bought. So unless the weapons were of specific make, then.
Oh, and the wonderful thing about that, since you found out that it's basically store bought, all I have to do to get that exact same costume is go to a Johnny Brock's somewhere between here and there, and I've got the right suit.
You could. They've not released. There are no public photos of the pirate. This is just based on descriptions of it.
All right.
But if I get the right description, I'll know exactly which pirate they're talking about, because it could be the Yar Yar pirate number 17, or it could be the Yar Matey pirate number 22.
Yeah, that's fair. You do get one useful piece of information. It's not a total waste. All of the incidents happened near the French Lick Park, which is actually heavily wooded and kind of run down, and a lot of acreage. So the police suspect that the culprit used that as a way to get away.
Any maps available, or
Sure.
even just photos that we can sort of, not super in depth, but reconstruct, have a good working knowledge of what that park looks like?
You can pull up on Google Maps.
Okay.
It's, I'll say, about 100 acres.
Dang, Gina.
Yeah, it borders French Lick, and that's why it's not well maintained. Is because it was basically the Wikipedia article says it was gifted to them, by a rich old person who died, and they don't know what to do with it.
There for a second, I thought you had actually done research.
No, it's. I've had the idea, but yeah, I'm not basing this on the particular park. It's near the town. The parts that are adjacent to the city are maintained, but a lot of it's just woods. So,
You go out in the woods today, prepare for a big surprise.
Actually, I've got a different plan.
So think like the nature center, I guess,
Yeah.
but it just goes on further.
He did say it was wooded, and it's about 100 acres. So if we need any costumes, I know what we're going as.
Deer hunters?
Yes.
The deer hunters.
Now I'm sad.
I told Ross yes. Out of character.
Yeah. So
It's funnier if he doesn't think of it ahead of time.
Okay. So, you can give me a style magnet roll to see if you can identify the exact type of store-bought costume.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Why, that was a number 27. That is not actually a pirate. That is a buccaneer. As a matter of fact, that is Billy the Buccaneer. He's not just
I've watched that porn.
Hey.
I was going to say he's actually a sports team. I think somewhere down in the Florida area.
I've watched that porn.
Hey. So, it's sold by Spirit Halloween stores, the ones that take over abandoned storefronts.
For those of you playing the Ross Payton scorecard at home, mark that one off.
Okay. Abandoned storefronts, yeah. All right. Fair enough. So, it is the third bestseller in the category of pirates. It is frequently on sale because it's,
the third bestseller.
Yeah.
It is the third, and it's always looking out for number 2.
Yep.
But it's never going to make it up to the appropriate spot on number 2 because number 2 is, let's be honest,
Sexy pirate.
Sexy pirate.
Yeah, in the male category, I should say. Like, it's definitely a man's costume. But it would be like
number 8. But it's never going to make it to number 2 because number 2 is, as we said, sexy pirate.
Yeah. Sexy pirate guy. And number 1 is, of course...
Jack Sparrow.
Not Johnny Depp. Yeah, essentially, not Jack Sparrow. So,
which, there is a funny thing to throw out on that one, just from my own research. Mm-hmm. There is a particular curtain that they used to make his sash that was an IKEA curtain, and you cannot find that curtain anymore.
Oh, yeah, cosplayers.
Yeah, cosplayers have bought that one out, distressed it in a very specific way to make it the Johnny Depp one.
I believe it. Yeah. Anyway.
Hashtag IKEA hacks.
All right, so that's the end of the day. A new dawn rises, unless you want to spend the... Yeah, if you don't want to... If you want to be insomniac, that's fine, but there will be penalties, but yeah.
No, I'm just uploading my podcasts.
Okay, yeah, of course. You get your minor charge.
Woohoo.
And because I know my party and my team and the fact that we're all working very, very hard, I'm going to take everyone out to a dinner because even though we are here in the middle of... where
Indiana?
The hell are we? Yes, Indiana. I know
it's
that
easy to forget sometimes.
As hard as they've been working, we need to do some fine dining. We need to get some actual good food in us.
Okay. Sure. You can do that. Are you trying to get a charge?
The only thing available is Orion's.
I
that's
said
takeout.
food.
All right. Well,
we're in the Midwest, so I was going to say Olive Garden.
Whoa! Wow, that's depressing. I'll say no. There's a local steakhouse, locally owned, so you can get some steaks and salad and rolls. But
Baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes,
The
like you
usual
do.
things,
Yeah,
yes.
like you do. They're pretty standard. So yeah, you can do that. Are you trying to get a charge out of this, or you just
Actually, no, I'm not trying to get a charge as much as it is that I'm trying to game mechanically. This isn't going to make any difference whatsoever, but I feel
Just
that
building
it's
the world, Ross.
okay?
I feel that it plays into my responsibility of taking care of the Ska Band.
Sure.
I see that the Ska Band is my responsibility, and I want to make sure that we're good.
All right.
So these things are at the top of the sheet. I want to do something with them.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
At least once a session.
Okay. So you've made progress on the treasure hunt. You've figured out what your next step is, and you know the ambush is waiting for you, so you can take measures to ambush the ambusher. So, yeah, spirits are high. You have a good meal. The steaks are cooked exactly as you want them. You don't have to send them back to the kitchen. Waiter is not a talky one, so he lets you alone, which is nice. He's not someone trying to... ingratiate himself to get a bigger tip. So, in other words, a true professional. So, you have a nice time?
Fucking professional.
Yes, a fucking professional. He's not drunk. If he's on something, it's probably a stimulant. And because he's a waiter at a fancy steakhouse, he almost certainly is. But that's fine. Because he has to work long and hard, and in that kitchen is a drug den. Because most restaurants are.
Surprisingly, yes.
Not, well...
Ross read Kitchen Confidential.
I've had family members who've worked in restaurants, too. It's like... Yeah. It's not a well-kept secret.
On the other hand, he probably gonna get laid after this. So.
Yeah. With a nice tip. Yeah. So, then the next morning comes. We all feel actually in a pretty good mood. You're almost sober. You need to drink immediately. I assume you're getting your significant drink for the day. All right. Greet the day with an Irish coffee. Yeah.
Ooh, from metal cup. Man,
yep.
The hands. Ooh.
Yep. Well, sacrifice for his art.
Got to get enough caffeine to wear off some of the edge.
After a while, you don't even feel it anymore.
His tongue's made of asbestos.
Yeah. So you're nice and drunk again.
I can't feel anymore.
God.
No, I'm not there yet.
All right. So, okay.
I only have 15 hard notches.
I was going to say, we probably need to stop and think about, does anyone need any triage? Because you can't apparently reverse those failures.
Yeah, you can take a day off and try and undo some of those failures. Because, again, you guys have time to do that. Nothing's particularly stressing you at this point.
Oh, do you need me to put on my psychoanalysis jacket?
I mean, I don't, but...
Well, he can heal mental stuff.
I have therapeutic.
Yeah, therapeutic, that's the one. So you can try therapeutic stuff, and we can go through those mechanics, or you can press on.
Yeah, I'm just, looking over at your character sheet, and one of those gauges is, halfway full, and
that's
no bueno.
Even not taking drunk penalties into account, I failed almost every roll this adventure.
Oh my God.
Unknown Armies!
Well,
you did it!
Yeah.
So do we need to help you fix your sense of self and find yourself a spot to get grounded?
Yeah, if you want to burn charges to do therapy on him, yeah. You certainly have a smoking jacket and a pipe.
That's how therapists dress.
I mean, Freud is as Freud does.
And I've even got the smarty glasses to go with.
Exactly, yeah.
What about the cocaine?
We could hit up the waiter from last night.
I do have his number.
So, yeah, what do you want to do?
That.
All right, so give me Vestomancer charge, or roll.
That is a crit success.
Okay.
Nice. Console to the screen! Or whatever.
Yeah. Therapeutic. That is under... therapeutic. Repair their damage records, okay.
So tell me about your mother. How long did you wet the bed?
Wow, that's not...
That escalated quickly.
It did escalate. It rapidly got out of hand.
My mother was a perfectly nice person. Thank you very much.
Well, I have to ask the questions. I mean, it kind of comes with the smoking jacket and the meerschaum pipe.
Did you just Google Freudian analysis?
Maybe.
It works. He's wearing the clothes.
Do you not see the smoking jacket?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, so apparently triaging works the best, but I don't know. It's sort of up to you whether we want to do the recent or more long-term version.
I mean, this is all recent trauma, if that's what you're talking. What page are you on?
76.
76. I am on 28, so...
I've also taken the Myers-Briggs test. I can send you the link.
Oh, excellent. Let's see what your personality rates at.
Therapy, okay, yep.
You would actually prefer to read a book than go to a party? No question as to what the book is. I mean, it could be one of those penny dreadfuls.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Funny you should mention that. My mom had a whole shelf full of those.
Oh, really? Any big ones stand out to you? I mean, I've got this one that it's a more modern version.
Yeah, you can get rid of one failed notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So get rid of failed launch in your largest one. So yeah.
Now, does the crit make it any better? Or?
That is the crit rate.
Yeah. Normal success just means you convert the failed to a hardened.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's because we did it recently. If you let it set in, it's just worse.
Yeah. So
The whole track is just worse.
how many charges does that spell take for you?
Just one.
Okay. Significant or minor?
Minor.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay.
I just have to have the clothes on hand, I think.
Okay.
May I double check that?
Absolutely.
So, you can do. Yeah, if you want to spend a day doing therapy for everybody, you could.
In that case, let's go ahead and commit that charge to that because I think I've probably got an angle to still achieve what we were trying to achieve. Because one of my spells is minor compulsion, and I figure doing that over the telephone is
vocal. Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. Jurisdictionally, state police is probably a lot. But yes, that is why, because that park is not a municipal park. So they were close enough.
Part of it is in city limits, but most of it is not.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop rolling dice in my hand because I don't know how this is going yet. But I am gonna call the Sleep Easy Inn back up, or for the first time, or whatever.
Cindy's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She is working a long shift.
It's the next day.
It's the next day. Yeah.
It's a full-time job.
Hi, Cindy. This is Officer Cardholder with the Indiana State Police.
Card open. Okay. Oh, hi, officer. Can I help you?
Yeah, just need to get a hold of your CCTV records. And by the way, I'm spending the minor charge.
All right, give me a roll on Phonomancer.
Okay. I will flip that into an odd 8.
All right, that succeeds. Okay, go on.
Just need to get your CCTV footage from the following date.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to swing by to pick it up?
Sorry. Do you still have that on physical media? I figured it was a matter of file recordings at this point.
I guess. I don't know exactly how it works. Last time, for that, were you the one who busted those prostitutes?
No, I don't work Vice.
Oh, okay. Well, when they came in, they did it themselves. I just let them in the room.
All right.
I'll have to tell my manager.
Certainly. Actually, is he there? Could I speak to him right now?
He
Him
is
or
out.
her? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
They?
Yeah. Linda is out to lunch right now.
All right. Tell you what,
It's actually 9 a.m, so she's not.
Story checks out.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sorry, what?
I know
it's 9 a.m, and she's saying she's out to lunch.
Okay. So what am I
know
getting
this
off
Linda.
my minor compulsion here?
That Linda is, an absentee boss.
Okay. I wasn't sure whether I was getting the runaround.
No.
Okay.
Is that, she has another compulsion to, cover her absent boss.
Sure. In that case, if you would kindly give Linda my number, have her call me back at her first convenience.
Okay.
This is
What case is this about? We haven't done anything wrong.
No, absolutely not. But considering the pirate assailant,
Oh, I
was
thought the
taken
local.
in right by. Well, given that several of the sightings involved them going into the park, and the park is outside municipal jurisdiction, we're following some leads. Probably going to try to build a task force out of this, trying to work in a spirit of cross departmental.
Is he the serial killer?
I'm sorry.
Is he the serial killer?
What serial killer would that be? I guess I've not been.
Is he
made aware
not?
of
Is there
this
not a serial
investigation.
killer running around? I thought there was a serial killer running around.
Well, like I said, I'm mostly involved with this pirate thing, but I'll check up, see if we don't have any,
Active serial killers.
active serial killer investigations in your area.
All right. So, yeah. She will tell Evelyn to call you at some point. You can wait around for that. Cindy clearly does not know enough about technology to email you the files or anything like that. So you would have to.
I didn't have to spend my flip. That was a freebie. Yeah.
Can I give you some insight on this one?
Yeah, you worked hotel.
Yeah, I was a night auditor for 10 years. And in the time that I was working there were I worked at 4 different hotels, and they all had something similar for the CCTV. One had an old mini recorder where you basically had something about the size of a videotape, and it would put all of the days onto that one, and they basically had to change out the tape every night. And it would just put it in Memorex, basically. No way that you're going to email that.
Yeah, sure.
The other 2 that come to mind that actually had working CCTVs had, for lack of a better way of wording it, the DVD version, but you would get all of the DVD for that night. It would burn it. And you can get that kind of a data file, but you're not going to be emailing it unless you can find a way to really, really compress it.
Yeah.
Of course, the last one that I worked at had a CCTV system that consisted of fake cameras up in obvious places to make people think that they were being recorded.
Yeah.
And they were obvious fake props.
Yeah. Well, you do know, I will say that there are newer ones that have digitize everything. You basically like your dash cam or something like that on memory cards.
It's too cheap now to not do.
Yeah, so you don't know if it's an older system, it would be working like that. If it's a newer system, it would be working like the dash cam on memory card. So you don't know which system it is. She just says Cindy is technologically deficient, cannot explain the intricacies of their CCTV system to you. So, but she's happy to help.
CCTV more.
Probably will before it's over.
Great. Take another drink, Ross. So you do get that information. You find out that the local police, even though some of the jurisdiction would be covered by state police, they have claimed jurisdiction on the pirate case.
Right.
Probably the state police don't give a shit, or they don't want to be embarrassed by it, by not, failing to deliver.
Yeah.
By failing to deliver. Anyway.
Cici?
Yes?
Can you make me a state cop?
Okay, do you want to be a state detective, or do you want to be a...
Probably more of a state detective, yeah. Do you have a windbreaker?
Of course I've got a windbreaker. Why wouldn't I have a windbreaker?
Do you have a vinyl windbreaker with yellow lettering on the back?
I don't yet, but I can in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I've got a couple of them in the right color, but I wasn't sure if we're going to need them to turn ourselves into FEMA, CSI, NCIS...
All right.
Or other government acronym.
I'll say you're about an hour away from French Lick if you want to drive over there.
As a matter of fact, I've even got a ball cap. And if you'll drive, I can embroider as we go.
Suits me.
All right.
I should probably wait till I get the call back before we light out. But
do what now?
Should probably wait until I get a call back. I'll give it probably till tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, that gives me plenty of time to embroider.
Yeah.
All right. So while you're embroidering, you're pretty much done. We'll have you roll when he actually has to do something. If Cindy's obviously going to be, civilians are going to be full of light, but if you have to run into another police, that's when you would have to make a roll to determine how effective the disguise is. You're not going to know until you're under fire.
Surely her boyfriend, the local cop, won't be visiting her.
You say that. You just you're daring me at this point.
I more think of it as if I say it ahead of time, it'll already be gauche and you'll be less likely to do it.
See, now you're double daring me to do it.
So I have to say, too, the other thing is I managed to pick up this lovely wallet while I was at the thrift store the other day, and it's just the right size that we can put a badge in right here.
It's got a badge holder. Yeah. A lot of people dump their former, cop stuff into thrift stores. So,
Well, it's not just cops. Anybody who works in a call center.
The lanyards and IDs.
So, I guess the only thing I have to come up with now is Which language roots do the last name cardholder come from? Yeah, it's Spanish.
All right. You could say
depending on the inflection, German.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Glenn, are you going to be doing anything while they're doing this?
It's German for constable.
I'm a former minister. Of course, I can talk to people and coax details out of them regarding the pirate muggings.
Okay. Yeah, there are names for free. There are names of people, the victims and witnesses in the report. Give me a name. Be a resident of French Lick you can look up and talk to. So,
all right.
Or David, you can give me a name, whoever.
Paul Weller.
No.
Paul Weller.
Amanda Boutron.
Your choice.
Paul Weller.
Paul Weller. All right. So Paul Weller.
I was about to say that's one of those actual names that we ran into at work, and every single person giggled when they read.
Well, that can be the next NPC. So, yeah. Anyways,
he's on deck.
Yeah, exactly. So Paul Weller, did you want him? Were you looking for a witness or an actual victim? A victim of the mugging, essentially. Someone who was mugged by a guy in a pirate outfit with a sword.
I feel like a victim... Well, yeah, I feel like a victim would be able to give better details since they were right there.
Yeah. All right. You call out Paul. Who's this?
Hi. Mr. Weller, this is Mr. Ridgway. I'm investigating... I'm doing a piece on the recent... pirate mugging incidents, a bit of a human interest piece, and I heard you were one of the
unfortunate... Yeah, he's human.
Yeah, I imagine so. Can you tell me more about what happened? How you were...
Give me a roll, the minister roll.
How you were approached, how they were dressed, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good roll. That's a 22.
Yeah. With that 22 is a great success, so...
well, modified. It's a natural 12.
Okay. So it's a success. Okay. So you convince him to open up to you, and so he gives you the details. I was in the park doing a walk. Doctor says I need to exercise more. Park.
What time of day?
I ate 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yep. It's a cloudy day. I walk in the woods. It's just a block away from my house.
I was missing my Matlock.
Matlock was off the air. They moved the time from Matlock.
Damn
station. Yes.
Harumph.
Damn station. Put this other show on. Stir Trek. Storm Trek. Travis. Something like that.
I blame the damn millennials.
Yeah. Damn millennials. And they ruined my Matlock. So I'm walking, and this guy jumps out, and he's dressed like Errol Flynn. You know who Errol Flynn is?
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't a classic. He was not a class act at all. He yelled at me for my money. And then I was like, no. I like my money. It's mine. I earned it through the Social Security and whatnot.
You can have my money when you take it from my cold, dead hands.
Yeah. The government can't take my Social Security. Government needs to get out of Social Security, by the way. But then he shows me the sword, and it's a real sword. And I'm like, you damn millennial. Or, you're stealing my money. You're like the government. And he takes it, and then he pushes me. He shoves me. And I fall down. There was a branch. I don't know why I didn't see the branch. There was a branch right, and I tripped over the branch.
You say he. How confident are you that this was a man?
Ain't no lady that ever robbed me. I would never hit a lady, but ladies are awed by my presence. You understand?
Naturally.
Yeah. So...
Is this man also potato shaped?
I'm judging
definitely getting a vibe of potato, yes.
So, he describes the outfit in some detail, which is consistent with the what Cici has determined about it. He says the pirate ran into the woods, but because he fell over, he was only able to see him get in the underbrush. Damn millennial groundskeeper. He ain't keeping the grounds. It's too thick. You can't see the pirates running away.
Probably watching Ustream or whatever they call it.
What's that?
One of those.
What kind of stream? Does it got trout in it or bass?
You see the latest issue of Field and Stream?
Yeah. I got too liberal. Millennials ruined it.
Just like Mayo.
We got to kill all them deer. They hit cars. They're like rats, but with horns.
I mean, that story checks out.
Nodding, agreeing politely.
Yeah. Well, and you're just on the phone, but yeah, you can. Yeah. Anything else you want to ask him?
So, is he confident that the assailant was a man, or is he just?
Oh yeah, very confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was. What was the sword shaped like? Was like?
It was.
Was the arrow? Was the arrow Flynn like pokey stabby sword? Or
No, it was
like
a broadsword.
Cutlass? It was a broadsword. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like the medieval knights, like the Knights Templars. They were on the State Department, you know. I saw it on the History Channel. It's a good channel. And that bum in the background didn't help me.
What bum in the background?
Oh, there's this other guy on the path who's up ahead. He was scared. He was a millennial, so that's why he didn't help.
Just watch the whole thing. Didn't move a muscle.
I mean, he ran off too. Like when I fell down, I didn't see where he went, but I saw him behind the bush. He was behind the pirate, about 30 feet. I yelled at him, but I don't think he heard me. Millennials probably got earbuds. That's what they call them, right?
I believe
Listen
so.
to one
Like
of
a
the
Walkman?
podcasts. Nowadays we listen to radio. Like
He's not going to know what a
Christians.
podcast is. You're a little, but yeah, he is. Yeah, is listening to his damn EDM. That's what my grandson said it was called.
Are you sure he's not just going to say hippity hop?
No, EDM. I even bought my grandson Christian EDM. They make that. Can you believe it? But it's just it sounds like someone's.
Mormon Jesus.
Anyways, anything else you want to ask Mr. Weller? There is
He's
a
asking
there.
for things. He's asking for things. I'm loving curmudgeon Ross. Ask him what he thinks about his local Applebee's now offering avocado toast.
No, I think I have quite enough.
All right. You write it up for the paper and mail me a copy.
Oh, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
All right.
You hear him hang up his rotary phone.
Anyways, so you get that. There is another person there. That was not on the news reports.
Damn hook, the millennials jammed it. Click, 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 clack.
Hey.
Mother, how do I hang the phone back up?
I mean, we are in Indiana, so men do call their wives mother.
Yep. Yeah, that is, yep, the facts will show that. The record will show that.
All of Indiana. If the governor does it, you have to do it.
Yeah, no,
By
clear,
law.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Look, we
that's
get
where
to
Darren Aronofsky filmed that movie, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I give as detailed a description as I can. Also include facts about the mugging. Almost certain they have the wrong person since the assailant was a man.
I'm thinking.
You're a very manly Muppet.
I'm definitely thinking that what we need to do here is we absolutely have to prove that she's a copycat, or she's.
The sword was interesting. The sword wasn't a rapier or a cutlass. He swore it was a broadsword, like a knight's sword.
Huh. Interesting. And cranky old man would know his swords. I mean, that story definitely checks out.
He was very insistent that he watches a lot of History Channel. He knows things
Story
about
checks
stuff.
out.
He knows things
Templars.
Yeah.
in the State Department.
Yep. Anyways.
And he's certain of that there's Templars.
Oh, yeah,
Knights
so
Templars.
Linda calls you back.
Okay.
Hello, this is Linda. I'm the manager for Linda Martinez. I'm the manager for Sleepy Zen.
Hello, my name's Officer Cardholder. I'm a detective with the state police. We're doing some preliminary investigations on the whole pirate case. We'd like to get a hold of your CCTV footage for the night of date.
I thought the local police were handling that? They've already been by.
They are for the assaults that happened within range of within the municipality. However, as you probably know, a number of them took place out by the French Lake Park, which, while certain portions of it lay within the boundaries of French Lake, parts of it do, of course, lay outside of it. Once it gets outside the town, it goes outside municipal jurisdiction, and so we're...
You'll have to spend another minor charge.
Yeah, right.
Or another, cast another spell. So give me another roll.
Right. That's... Free flip makes that 50 under 84.
All right. So, you convince her. Yeah, if we just upgraded to a new system last year. You can it's just a little file. You can I'll just bring a USB drive.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
that is
familiar.
the term. Yes, and we'll copy it over for you.
Sounds
There's only
very
the
good.
one. We only have one. She never made it inside. So yeah, I selected it and everything. I bookmarked it. Yeah.
Good job.
Yep.
Way to be an aware citizen.
Yes. All right. So yeah.
Okay.
So you can just drive into French Lick and do
Okay.
that. So.
All right, so here is your hat, here is your jacket, here is your badge. Do you have khaki slacks?
Yes.
All right. So with that, if you don't want to do anything else, ask her any other questions or whatever. Cindy has been told to let you in, or Linda. Actually, no, Linda is there to show you. And so you copy the file.
All right.
Being proactive and being a good boss.
Yep.
And totally not a worthless layabout hiding in the office.
And it's essentially Cindy walking from across the street towards the lot. Stephanie. She walked across the street from. It's basically a view of the parking lot and the street. And it's like right over the door, so you can see the door in the lobby. And she's heading there, but as she does, a officer gets out and who was already there, and just grabs her. So, tells her to stop. So she doesn't even make it inside.
Do I have the whole day?
You want to get more than the bookmarked clip?
Yeah.
Okay. That will require a roll to navigate it.
Okay. I'm a content creator, of course. I can.
Okay.
I mean, what else would that be? Just to check in.
What are you looking for?
I just want to grab everything prior to that in the day.
Okay.
I can search on my own time.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is for the search, then...
Yeah, this is to select the right clips.
Well, I wanted to grab it all. I'll review it later.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a complex technical system. Like it's selecting just that, and all the file names are just
If
numbers.
you can find whoever it was who put the things in her car, that would be a good thing.
I want all the time her car was in the
Her
parking lot.
car is not in the CC camera. You'll have to find another CC camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, she parked it on the street across from it. So,
okay. Let's see. And she never made it inside, so there's really not a lot of good of talking to anybody else here. So,
you do know the room number that she was supposed to go to. So if you could find out some.
True. Could I also get the hallway cam?
You could give me a roll to see if you can pull that up quick.
Would this be knowledge, secrecy?
Content creator.
Okay. That's 10 under 41.
All right, so you pull up the content creator, or you pull up the hallway, and you get the day up to that point. So if anybody was in that room,
I will know.
Yeah, room 237. We'll just be real obvious. So
we're faking the moon landing.
Yeah, clearly that's the real treasure is the faked moon landing. So you get that, and you can search it at your leisure.
Yeah. Okay.
People are coming and going.
I leave.
Yeah. So you don't have time to look for it right now. Is there anything else you want to do at the Sleepeasy Inn?
Not that comes to mind right at this moment.
There is one thing that comes to mind for me.
Mm-hmm.
As a businessman, of course I would know which businesses would have a camera pointed towards where that car was parked.
Well, you could just all three go there and do a notice check and just look around for cameras. So,
anything else from them?
It is notice, right?
It was their first.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the three of you can just walk up to where her car is parked and look around.
You can do that. I notice it's getting a little sketch, but whatever.
Not a bit.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's still good. That's probably a nope.
Okay.
I'll take my free flip.
Okay. Wait, did either of you succeed?
I did not.
No.
Okay, so with you succeeding barely, you actually notice there is a house. It was parked on a residential street adjacent to the commercial zone where the thing, but the house has security cameras on the installed, on the gutters or right below the gutters, essentially.
The eaves.
The eaves, sorry, yeah.
Architecture, Ross.
I know. Game over. Flip the table. And these are newer security cameras. These are, Nest kind of things. So you could either talk to the owner or try and hack it and access those records because there's a Wi-Fi network in range.
Right. Well,
does it say FBI surveillance van number 3?
No, you said Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Surely all of those things are uploaded to the cloud because,
that would be the computer hacking, yeah.
The Internet of Things is a security nightmare, so of course we put people's home video in a multi-tenant.
Like most Internet of Thing devices, the password is password.
Yeah.
So.
I guess we could just war chalk this.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Cassius,
this would be a
drive
secrecy
little closer
check
over there? Yeah, and I'll see if I can pick up the network.
Oh, sure.
All right. Secrecy check.
Okay.
For your internet secrets and lies.
Yep.
And is that a secrecy for me to avoid being seen?
No.
Okay.
You just sit in the car.
Is 00 good or bad?
I believe bad.
Okay. 99 is super good.
If you succeed, remember crits. I'll double check on the crits.
I can't remember which is which.
I think 1 is a crit is a perfect success. 100 is a perfect fail.
We'll find out in a second.
Match failure. A fumble. It's a fumble. So
let's get ready.
You brick your laptop. You download some malware to hack it, and you brick it.
Okay.
So you're going to need a new computer.
New SSD.
Yeah, new. You're going to have to spend hours doing it, so you're not hacking anything today.
Yeah. I'm a content creator. Of course, I back up.
But that's a time-consuming and expensive mistake. Actually, what is your... you would be better. That's going to... What's your self... How many self-hard notches do you have?
Self-hard notches? 4.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Doing business.
Yep. You would normally... This would be like a 1 or a 2 to brick your own laptop by the... Yeah.
Who among us has not?
By installing malware you thought would let you hack a security camera, but instead, oops. Actually, it's not even bricked. It's ransomware. They're like some Estonian has, encrypted your hard drive and wants 34 Doge coins. Yeah, exactly. So
stop trying to make fetch happen.
So you have to format your hard drive and start over. And,
okay.
Yeah. So that's and you actually you won't be able to upload a podcast tomorrow because that's going to take a lot of work.
Well, at least that's not my taboo.
Yeah, that's true. It's not your taboo. You're still recording. You're just not getting a minor charge tomorrow.
Okay, so plan B, actually talk to the person. I know we're eventually going to run out of impersonating the state police luck, but...
Well, let me borrow the hat.
Yep, you've got your own jacket, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd make matching jackets for all of us, just in case we needed them. But I only had time to embroider the one hat.
So what exactly is Delta Green that you put on the back of all of this?
Hey-o. So,
The story checks out. It's
give me a Vestomancer roll and spend the charge.
It's a lost government agency from the 60s.
made it.
All right. Yeah, your state detective, it looks like. So you walk up there, and Amanda, what was her last
Fashion
name?
is a flat circle.
Amanda Boutron.
Amanda Boutron answers the door. Boutron.
It's funny. I actually knew a guy in high school who had that last name, only everyone pronounced it the way it was spelled.
Yes.
Amanda Boutron answers the door. She's a housewife, early 40s-ish. She is kind of affluent, looks, you see some...
Good afternoon. I am Sergeant Mannheim with the State Police, and I understand that you have CC footage of the street where the arrest took place the other night, perhaps?
What arrest? She doesn't know anything about it. And this was like, she was arrested at the hotel across the way, so she would not necessarily know anything happened.
Well, there was a break in the pirate mugging case.
Oh, excellent.
And there was a suspect who was apprehended.
Mm-hmm.
However, in the course of due diligence, the suspect's vehicle was parked not too far away, and I was wondering if I could maybe take a look at your CC footage.
Roll me a lie check, because you're lying about who you are and stuff. So
Not Vestomancy?
No. This is to convince her to let you in and do the thing. So you can roll connect, I guess. You did. Yeah, you don't have to lie, but you do need to convince her to let you do it. So what do you want to roll for that?
Let's see.
And do you have anything with subs connect?
Because otherwise she might have to.
Well,
she might want to call her husband, or
Businessman does.
Oh,
All right, sure.
So I'm going to use my flip on that.
Okay.
It definitely falls under preserving history. Because I'm getting the information
You get
in
a
a
freebie per
preserved
session.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just use a freebie.
okay, well, I'll just use a freebie.
Yeah, that works. So
Well, that was
she takes you to her, computer. It's a laptop, and it has it. And it has a very nice user interface, and you're able to get the footage.
and horrible security.
Yeah. It was good enough, wasn't it?
And I happen to have a USB, so we don't actually have to take anything from you.
Okay.
I understand how a lot of the other agencies would probably come in here, confiscate the laptop, put it into evidence, but because of the fact that this is so peripheral, all I just need to do is make a quick copy, and I will be in and out of your hair.
All right. So she lets you. You get the footage.
The detective agency that cares.
Yes. So she asked for a card, though, so she can find out about the case.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have one on me, but my partner out in the car does happen to have one. Hello.
Hello?
Officer Card Holder.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have one of those law enforcement business cards sitting on the dashboard?
Oh, yes. Yes, I entirely do.
Excellent. Would you care to bring it in while the file is copying? And this lady has offered me a lovely cup of coffee.
She has, apparently. It's Starbucks, though. What do you? Yeah, you haven't set up a forged business card.
We're not frigging... Oh, gosh. We're not Jim Rockford. We don't have a business card printing press in our, car.
You're a content creator. Of course you can dummy something up.
That's true.
All right. Give me content career roll.
27 under 41.
Okay.
Of course I made business cards.
Yeah, you do have business cards as a cop. It's actually the wrong state, though. It's Illinois, because that's where you live, but she doesn't notice.
Right. I put my thumb over that part as I handed to
there
her.
you go. It's got a fake number and everything. So you've only technically committed a felony by impersonating a law enforcement officer, so, you're fine.
Yeah.
So you do realize that, though.
We're not from this state.
You guys are totally the people who would do that, so it's not a self-check. What kind of...
Isolation?
Yeah, isolation. Prison sucks. Do you have... How many hard notches of isolation do you have?
3.
What about you?
None.
Okay, give me an isolation check.
Okay, so I get to defend with connect.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Ooh. That's not a high number. Or that is a high number.
Yeah, that's a note.
All right, you get a failed notch. You're freaking out as you realize, oh shit, I'm committing a felony.
I'm far too fashionable for prison.
And she's a witness, so you can freeze or just sweat and run to the car real quick. Or,
I'm sorry, ma'am. On the way over here, we stopped at a wholly inadvisable Chinese restaurant. I think my partner needed to excuse himself.
Yeah.
Vertical bars clash with horizontal stripes.
Yeah. So you're freaking out, having a panic attack in the car.
Oh my god. Why did you talk me into that chupa queso?
No, you've gone to the car at this point. So he's talking to the wife, Amanda, who's a little freaked out by that, but you haven't failed any other checks. So
you have no idea how much coffee we drink on stakeouts.
All right.
And on
so you
that note, thank
All
you
right.
for your assistance.
So you get out.
Yep.
Tell her the coffee was good. The chicory really brought out the flavor.
All right. So you can give me a therapy check to try and heal that failed notch really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. I also had an idea for an action while we're loitering.
Okay.
Come on, Cici. This isn't the most crime we've ever done or are going to do.
Glenn, you don't understand.
I'm bad at everything. Okay, that's a fail.
All right, so
You have no idea. As soon as they get me inside that jail cell, I don't know what gang they're going to bring me into.
See,
I don't know what colors I'm going to have to wear.
Amanda is a respectable citizen, and you're not used to dealing with them. You've been dealing with, lowlifes and occultists and cultists.
I mean, those people are just going to try to shoot me and try to kill me, and I'm used to that. I mean, people have been trying to shoot me and kill me for years.
Yeah, but impersonating a cop to them is nothing. It's just part of the game. But this is a regular person from the real world. There are consequences to fucking with them.
She offered me coffee with chicory in it. Chicory.
Am I right in assuming we've been riding around the same van since we got in the
I would
town?
imagine
Yeah, whatever
so,
the vehicle is,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But it's okay. We slap different sides
Yeah,
on.
you got those magnetic placards.
Sure,
So what
but
do you
just
do?
on the off chance that we're starting to draw attention to ourselves, I'm going to wait outside and kind of be the stereotypical homeless person and just watch and see if anybody is watching us.
Sure, give me a notice
Look
check.
on you.
You can roll notice or secrecy, whatever you think is better.
Actually, I'm an outdoorsman.
Okay.
Of course, I can notice subtle movements.
You're near the park, so yeah. Okay.
That is good. That's a 15.
All right. With a 15, yeah.
Under 35.
You do know this is a sleepy small town. You can see there's nobody watching you right now. Well, there are a couple of people who have taken notice of you, but you haven't basically done enough to raise the alarm yet. So,
Okay.
him running out, obviously raising that meter a little higher. But there hasn't been any violence. You haven't peeled out your tires. But these are people who have their hands on the phone, so to speak, to call the cops, especially with the pirates lately. So
Sure.
it's deceptively sleepy. So yeah,
It doesn't look like they're watching us because they're waiting for us to make a move. It looks like they're watching us because they don't know what's going on.
Well, they don't know who you are. Like
Yeah.
you're a newcomer, and you
Okay.
Fair
enough.
Yeah, and again, they're more alarmed because of the pirate attacks.
Sure.
Interloper!
A little bit.
Yeah.
You can also see there are a lot of hiding spots, though, that somebody who was, I don't know, waiting
Dressed as a
for...
pirate?
Well,
This town
or
ain't big enough for the three of you.
someone who's waiting
You
for Stephanie
jack.
to show up could figure out where she's parked and come up and, break into her car and plan a bunch of stuff without anybody noticing.
All right, well, I think we've got everything we need from here for the moment, or at least as much as our local heat rating will allow us for the moment. So let's head back to the big scary cross.
All right, so you head back to that town.
Are they giving us, lodging? And
If you want them to, yeah.
okay.
Reverend Jim Fanger really wants that Bitcoin wallet.
Yeah. Understandable.
So, in fact, you can be staying in Stephanie's old place.
Okay.
She's not using it right now.
Is there even like a mid-sized town somewhere along the way? Or I guess if I just have to format the hard drive, I don't need to pick up a new one.
Yeah. Like I said, the main consequence, you're already having a hard notches that's not a self-check, but you are not going to be able to upload your podcast.
Okay.
So you don't get that charge. You get the footage. The main thing, you do see a man open up her passenger door. You do see her park the car, and you recognize it's Stephanie because you see her from the CC footage from the lobby. You know what she looks like now. And well, actually, you've seen photos of her in her room, so with other people. So a man, tall, lanky, dressed regularly though, like with a hoodie and jeans. Opens her door, or actually, like stands in front of her passenger door. Mm-hmm. You're guessing he's doing something to unlock the door.
Slim Jim.
Yeah, probably. Opens the door, leans in, and you realize he had a duffel bag with him, but he doesn't when he walks away.
Okay.
You can't see into the car itself from this footage.
Is there ever a clean face shot?
Side profile, and he's wearing a hood, so you can see about the front face.
Okay.
So you can
Nate, can you zoom in and enhance?
Content creator.
Of course, I can do things that
CSI this bitch.
That image software won't actually do.
Do you need me to put a corset on? I understand that that's one of the things that goes hand in hand with it, according to those TV shows.
Where's the Cinemancer when you need one?
That's a fail.
All right.
Nope. But what I am going to do, surely Indiana is one of those states that runs a mugshots database. I just want to pull people around French Lick.
Okay.
From a relatively sensible time frame.
Okay.
In and around, yeah.
A lot of white dudes would meet that description. I mean, you did fail the check, so...
Can we do a reasonable estimation of height? And
he's tall. He's like 6'3",
okay,
6'4", or something.
So we can sit
and
it
he is a
down
lanky
that much.
individual. You
Yeah, lanky. Yeah, he's not fat. Yeah.
So
look at weights under 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All
so
right.
Can we narrow it down to a reasonably investigable pool?
Yeah. I will say there are 10 suspects in that category.
Yeah.
All three of you can give me notice checks to see if you can narrow it down further.
Sure.
Yes.
No.
What do you get?
You got it. So
wait.
Well, no. I mean, it's cumulative. You're all looking at this. So.
Nate, can you zoom in on those boots?
Sure. Just a second. If you're being forgotten, right? I'm not quite sure I can make rage sellouts apply.
Nope. Not at this point.
Okay.
So with one success, you get rid of 3 suspects.
Okay.
So you're down to 7.
Sure.
Okay. Based on those particular boots, those are actual Doc Marten boots. No, the real ones. So we can eliminate these 3 right here because...
Well, you can't, actually, because you only have their headshots. Their mugshots.
Let a man do his thing.
They're mugshot. They're literally just headshots.
He's going to make some sort of loopy conclusion about it, and I really want to hear it.
I mean, you can make loopy. You would be able to recognize him if you see him in French Lick. I will see that. Actually, no. Give me a close magnet check. Or yeah.
Ought to.
Okay. If you see the person matching that description, you would recognize those boots, unless they're very close or similar.
Right.
How big a town is French Lick?
A couple thousand.
Yeah, a couple thousand people.
Okay, so not huge. Want me to just wander the town for a day if we have the time and try to spot people? Are we able to narrow down like a location?
You have 7 suspects right now.
The park, maybe? The one guy got mugged, he said, a block away from where he lived, so the park is very close to a residential area.
Let's start by tightening up the sieve.
right.
We've got 7 names, so we'll investigate.
Oh wait,
7.
you have Linda's footage too. You can now with that you can cross-reference it with the hallway footage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All 3 of you give me notice checks.
Okay. For that whole marginal 1 point, I'm a content creator. Of course, I'm used to trying to pick things out of film.
All right, sure.
That's an odd 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because I want this to stick, I will burn a minor charge to hold my liquor
Okay.
and see if I can try making this without the drunk penalty.
Yeah.
59. Wow, that's a fail. Okay.
All right.
I'll still make the attempt, but
Yeah.
I'm at a 15 now.
All right.
Hey, that might work.
Odd 9?
Yeah.
Odd 6
6, yeah,
with
sure.
modified 21. That hits.
All right. So with that, you're.
I don't need you, Booze.
Okay.
I didn't mean it.
Okay. You're actually able to eliminate 5 of the suspects by looking, because you see another foot.
5 of the remaining 7?
Yeah, 5 of the remaining 7. Because if you assume that person is the same one in the hallway, there are 2 people in the hallway, 2 men, the lanky guy and a smaller guy, who's probably 5'8", 5'9", based on it, a little stockier, and a littler. You can't.
Nice.
Huh? Yeah. So the lanky guy, though, you can you get another side perspective of him as they basically turn the hallway and then walk away from the camera, so you don't see that.
Okay.
But because he's taller, he's more visible in the camera. So with those 2 things, you can narrow down to 2 guys that look really a lot alike. They have different last names, so they can't be related, but they look a lot alike.
In that way that guys in a small town do.
Yes. So
Speaking of which, if they're guys from small towns, they probably don't have their Facebook profiles very locked down. So that's what we're going to do next.
okay.
Does either of them work a night shift or was out of town?
All right, content creator.
Okay.
Would be the best one for that.
11.
Okay. You have to do this on your phone because your computer's reformatting, but you got a critical. They're both
Would you
unlocked.
run to Sammy Saver and have me just buy you a cheap netbook?
I mean, couldn't hurt.
Yeah, having a backup one. So, there are. Give me one man's name. Let's see.
Jimmy Wilson.
Jimmy Wilson. Actually, no. I should not do that. I should make up both of them because either.
Sure.
Oh, one of them is Philip Wilson, and the other one is...
Not Wilson Phillips. That's 2 on the nose.
Let's see.
Also, that's a band name.
Also, yes.
Hold on for one more day.
One of them is Philip Johnson, and the other one is John Phillipson.
Sousa.
Let's see here. All right. There's a Noah Whitaker. And a Steve Carden.
Steve Carden.
Yep.
Wait,
so
Carden
those
is
are the
rather
two.
close
Those
to
are the 2
Carl
suspects that you have.
Yeah.
Let's look at Steve.
And both
Who
are
is the
between-
one who is not tall?
They're both the same height.
No, they're... yeah. Okay.
That's why you can't tell them apart.
Sure.
Because they look a lot alike, and they, based on the footage, either one could be the guy in the footage that you have.
Okay.
We'll say Steve works overnights at the local Wally World, Walmart.
Oh, the Sammy Saver.
Yeah, and Noah is listed as working at Best Buy at a nearby town. So, it's totally original characters.
Do not steal.
Do not steal. So, what? Yeah. So you have their profiles. What else? So it doesn't list their work schedules on it. Weirdly enough, because they're probably lazy.
Yeah, but we can kind of intuit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, while we're paging through pictures, does either of them have many photos with someone matching the short or the average height but squattier guy?
Because you got an 11, I will tell you this. You get the sense people are referencing in one of the we'll say you got an 11. You realize both of them are friends with somebody who has a very locked down profile, because both of them friends are talking about photos that you can't find, and you realize, because someone was tagged who has a super locked down profile, you can't see that photo. Mm-hmm. So they both must have a friend with a locked down profile. So you're not seeing all of them. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
There are several people that, and you have less information about this shorter, stockier person. So,
right. It would seem reasonable to conclude.
Yeah.
So are you going to chop the Debbie? Hack the Gibson?
I don't know. I'm not Russian. I don't know what I can do with Facebook.
Heyo. So...
do I need to make you a fur hat so that you can be Russian?
No, just a tracksuit.
Yeah, so you can plus 20 to
squatting.
Yeah.
Actually, what I was thinking, since we're internet, actually, you guys should do something. Sorry, I don't want to hog all the turns.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to be taking that pirate costume that I bought, and I'm going to be adding Velcro to the sides so that if we actually do have to use this thing and recreate the crime, we can do so while wearing gloves and rip it away and run.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stripperfy this one.
Yeah.
Yes. The old breakaway pirate plan. Can't believe we didn't think of it before now.
There's a documentary.
I haven't used it since 72.
Out of character, there's a really good documentary called The Yes Men, which is about a group of anti-corporate activists whose shtick is to pretend to be corporations, public relation firms, and hold fake press conferences and fool the media and be like, yes, hey, we're IBM, we're releasing this mind control software or whatever. Like they do, and one of their things is do breakaway suits and be like, ha, fuck you guys, and they just run out. So Yes Men are quite entertaining.
I bet. Wow, is that on Netflix?
It used to be. I don't know if it still probably is.
Okay.
It might be on YouTube by now.
Yeah. Fine.
Anyways, sorry. So you hacked that information. You have access to both Steve and Nola's Facebook profiles, so you can message them, look up more information about them.
Okay.
But you got as much as you can
in a time unit.
Mm-hmm. On your phone while you're also reformatting your hard
drive.
Right. Glenn, what do you want to do? Do you have any ideas? You have this footage. You're getting leads on it. You have a suspect.
I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. Any suggestions?
I mean,
can you do that drunken insight thing and just kind of go, which one of these things is the one that we're after?
Yeah, I mean, you could always do the Tyrion. You could drink, and then later you could know things.
I mean, yeah. If you, what kind of charge is that? Is that significant?
That's a minor. That's just.
Yeah.
Moment of truth is get a hunch.
Yeah,
now I do have which is it? Now I see you have a brief blurry vision of a person, place, or thing familiar to you. The vision lasts for about 30 seconds, and you see exactly what's happening to that individual or item or at that location at the moment you're having your vision.
Yeah, but that's familiar with you is the key word.
Yeah.
You're not familiar
Going
with
to Ross.
We have to get more.
Both of these guys have unsecured Facebook profiles, and what does Facebook do but bring people together and, cause them to have wildly inaccurate opinions about the world? But anyway.
Hey-o. Sorry, it's not going to qualify for the spell.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Personally familiar.
You have to interact with the person in some way. So.
Oh, actually, you were talking about going back to town. What would be a good idea? Do we catch anything from their Facebook profiles? I mean, what is the bar people like this go to in that town?
Sure. It's called My Place. And it's a popular karaoke bar.
There you go.
Sweet.
You're a former preacher. Surely you can sing on mic.
Yeah, actually.
All right.
And you're a Gibson master.
Yeah, if you go, I mean, the thing is there. Okay, so
now I'm only falling apart.
Yeah, you could do that. Cici, what about you?
You were breakawaying the pirate thing, weren't you?
Oh yeah, you break. Yeah. So, Well, someone's gonna have to drive Glenn. Cause
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can probably do that.
Well, can't we borrow a cultist?
You'll have to make a persuade check of some kind to convince the cultists that this is important enough for them to, because they really like meditating and praying to get the angels.
Right? No, like
The angels ain't going anywhere. Get your ass out here.
Reverend Fanger. I mean, Jim. Can I call you Jim?
Well, you can't. Well, Jim's no longer available. Like, he's busy, so he has delegated this to you, and he has faith in you. That's why you can stay there for free. But if you want the cultists to do something for you, you have to personally persuade them.
Look, Debbie. I mean, we're trying to save y'all's bacon here, right? I mean, your treasurer person went and pulled this whole like Bitcoin cryptocurrency thing. Like, look,
the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Indeed, and the mysterious way He wants you to work right now is to drive this drug honky's ass back to French Lick so he can do some surveillance for us.
That's all right. All right, yeah, I'll give you a +10 bonus. That was a great. That was a great segue.
That's a beautiful hustle, man.
Yeah. No.
I don't even know if that's a hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, that was...
No, it was just pure rhetoric.
Really honest, yeah. All right, so connect.
I gave you the opportunity, you just jumped for it.
That's 99. Came on a bit too strong.
You did. She slaps you. You're not getting any help from Debbie.
All right, I earned that.
Yep. I am not being set up with another husband. She walks off.
All right. I understand how you could make that mistake. I'm sorry.
She storms off. I'll say there is one other cultist you could try to persuade.
Jimbo.
I'm not that kind of a father. Not even Catholic.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd work better if you were. Then we could say you were celibate.
So she thought you were trying to set her up with Glenn. So, but yeah, Jimbo's around.
Cici, you want to have a go?
Well, I can try. Okay, so Jimbo.
Yeah. What do you think is what anime do you think angels like the most?
Angel Beats?
Son of a bitch. No,
Oh my goddess.
That's a little bit closer, but at the moment, I think that they're actually more about the Dragon Ball, the one where they've got people going from universe to universe.
But that's polytheistic. I feel like the angels wouldn't really be.
Well, except for the fact that if you look at it, the angel is always the most powerful being in the universe.
Oh, okay.
And the one that will survive when the universe gets destroyed.
Okay. So anyways, give me some sort of persuade check. Connect.
So,
If they're...
Jimbo?
Yeah.
You seem like a gentleman who's got a lot of great opinions. And I think that some of those opinions are going to come out in a karaoke bar.
Yeah. Give me the roll.
61.
Is that a failure?
That is, but I think that I can... can I flip it by using one of my...
Passions?
Yes.
All right, which passion?
Fear of the mob. And let me... Hang on, let me justify.
Yeah, please.
And Jimbo, the other reason why, and I know I'm trying to talk you into this, but do you see my friend here, Glenn?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to go into this strange bar full of alcohol and alcohol-soaked people all by himself. He really needs somebody to watch his back, and I can't do that because I'm stripperifying this particular pirate costume.
Okay, in order for this to actually activate one of your passions, you would you can't be lying. You actually have to believe that, which means
I do believe that.
Okay, then you have to. What's your self? How many hard notches of self do you have?
I have 2 notches of self.
Hardened or failed?
Hardened.
All right, this is going to be a self 3 check because you're entrusting your friend's life or fate to a stranger. So, and you're afraid of that.
I make.
All right, you gain a hardened notch in self. And you are okay with entrusting Glenn's life with Jimbo, the
big,
angel.
strong Jimbo who worships angels.
He does worship angels in anime, and he is not big nor is he strong. But he will drive Glenn to...
He can get me there and back again.
He can...
Jimbo?
Yeah, Evangelion actually was his gateway into the angel summoning cult.
I could definitely see that.
I don't think he took the right message.
So, Jimbo, one last question. Do you carry?
Carry? Yes, he shows you a pocket Bible.
I'm going to open the pocket Bible and look to see if there is a Derringer inside.
No, there is a Shinji bookmark.
I'm going to close his pocket Bible. I'm going to hand it back to him, and I'm going to take my Derringer.
Oh no, I've sworn.
And I'm going to hand it to Glenn.
Okay.
No. Oh, okay. Because I was really hoping you were going to say that he had forsworn guns because he studied the blade. While you were busy at target practice.
Touche. Anyway, so Jimbo, the otaku angel cultist, will try to take you to the karaoke bar.
That'd actually be a fun character sometime.
All right. So, give me a. All right. So the thing is, you're rolling the dice to see if Steve or Noah is going to be there.
Okay.
And obviously, you can try and do something to make sure he's there. But if one of you wants to do that, but otherwise you're rolling the dice.
I don't know enough about them to know.
That's true. Okay,
let's just put it
how to lure them. Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, there's one super obvious way, but it's not a good choice.
Hey, want a pirate treasure man? So I heard y'all like Bitcoin. So you get there, and odd or even?
Odd.
Good choice.
You see Noah there.
All right.
Noah Whitaker there. So
Broa.
Yes, Broa is there. He is talking, he's with several friends, male and female. You do not see someone who matches the exact description of that or look at that person in the hallway, but I mean, Cici, you saw them from the back, and maybe you didn't get a great view. So, yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm going to drink and sing the night away and try to ingratiate myself. I'm gonna wait and watch him sing first to see what he goes up with, and then try to follow with something in that vein.
Okay.
When a man loves a woman, that's what he sings.
It's Glenn's choice, but that I would say that would be...
No, that's what Noah sings.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, yeah, what do you follow from that? When a man loves a woman, what's the best follow-up to that?
I don't know, because I'm not overly familiar with that song.
Okay.
It's Percy Sledge.
The soulest of soul.
So a soul song.
Yeah.
Ain't No Sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. Thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
What Becomes of the Brokenhearted.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, a soul song about love and romance and that kind of stuff. So, I'll let you roll without the drunk penalty, because this is the one circumstance where it's entirely...
It's almost a
like that and falling down.
Yeah.
I mean, drunk people take less injury
because
their bodies are relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Empathy or connect, whatever one. Or you could roll both. So if you fail one, you still benefit.
See, I was using that as the tens.
Empathy is nothing?
No.
I guess it's connect that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Connect is a 55. I rolled a 49.
All right, you succeed. So yeah, you hit it off. You ingratiate yourself with Noah. He claps at it. And you sit down with him, and they're like, "Oh, who are you?" I'm Noah. I work at the Best Buy over in Ogdenville. So
Noah, pleasure. Just
good thing he doesn't work at the one in North Haverbrook.
yeah.
Name's Glenn. Just passing through, hitting road trips, hitting all the landmarks along this highway.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, I went on a road trip not too long ago.
Yeah?
Have you heard of the Mothman statue? I took my photo with it. He shows you on his phone. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's him standing next to a statue of Mothman.
Oh, that's a guy, because nobody truly awake would give the Mothman a shit.
All right, so
just been me and my crew just been making our way east.
Your crew?
Yeah, got some pals. We just
where are they? should call them down. We're having a great time.
Oh no, they're resupplying. They're not into the karaoke scene.
Bunch of nerds.
They're not versed in the classics.
All right. So yeah, you're hanging out with them, just casually talking about stuff.
Asking him what life's like around here. I just love learning about all the little hole in the walls, all the cultural stuff that's fit to know.
Okay.
I mean, all kinds of people go through and hit the tourist traps, but I want to know about the people.
Okay. So you talk, I mean, but it's pretty, superficial kind of chat you would give to people you just met at a bar.
Okay.
The general sense you get so far is, your initial take is that he is a norm. Nothing, so there's a couple ways you could try and dig for information.
You're drunk enough to ask him reasonably what his favorite number is.
Yeah, you could give him veiled hints about the occult underground. You could ask him more direct questions.
I was going to ask him about personal hobbies and if necessary. Actually, I am going to. I don't know if this works because the NPC isn't making a roll, but Thimblebelly, the target of the spell, takes your drunk penalty on their next action. You can give, so if you're at 60% impairment, you can give the same. So can I use that to make him drunker?
In vino veritas.
Yeah, I would allow that. So give me a Dpsomancer check.
How, in whatever way that would apply mechanically.
Well, you have to make your Dpsomancer check. And spin the charge.
Or if that just opens them up to the possibility of that angle.
Yeah.
That's 18 under, so that's good.
Alright. Spin the charge. Yep. Or charges, whatever it is.
One minor.
Okay. He gets wasted pretty quickly. And he's slurring his speech. His friends are like, whoa, we'll have to Uber him home. And he... you can give me another connect thing to try and casually get him to reveal stuff without appearing, weird.
That only the two of you would understand, and he won't remember tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you mix bottom shelf vodka with mint schnapps? Classic mistake. You want me to take you out back? He might need to walk this off a little bit.
Well, we know. Yeah, we're all gonna carpool back.
Good.
Don't worry about that. But yeah,
definitely.
You guys are gonna Uber lift together?
You're not there. Yeah. So, So if you want,
I just don't want him yakking all over the place. Don't want him going out.
So he's super drunk now. So how are you going to try and get information out of him? You could try and steal something from him, which obviously would probably be a self check.
No. I'm a former minister. Of course, I can get people to confess their darkest secrets.
Okay. Yeah. You sure can. Go ahead and roll that.
Unknown armies.
Gonna hold my liquor
Drunk
first.
people can just open up and just start bawling. Yeah.
Gonna hold my liquor first.
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
In vino veritas, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So, rolling my former minister, and that's a 61. I'll use my freebie. Would compassion call on this?
No. You're manipulating a person to get information out of them. That's
for the greater good.
But
I see your point.
Yeah. That's not... Is it the greater good? You're trying to... This whole thing is about personal profit, really. You can rationalize
it's also about getting someone who was falsely accused of a crime out of prison.
Okay, that's really circuitous, and not how he started.
I'll use my freebie then. It's fine. Yeah. So it's a 16.
All right, with the 16, he starts bawling. And he... What is his worst crime?
Please, make it so banal. He hit a dog on a way to the interview with the Humane Society.
When I was 10, my mom gave me a $5 bill to put in the collection plate, but I didn't.
No, he talks about how he didn't take care of someone's houseplants while they were away, and they all died, and he bought new plants, but these plants also died, so like when the person came back, their house had to be like cleaned by professional cleaners because like there's just like things were growing on the walls. It cost like thousands of dollars to fix.
Oh god!
And he kind of skirted out of it by blaming someone else. You're not sure exactly how because he's really drunk, but he basically really messed up someone's house that he wasn't supposed to.
This is a disaster. Nobody can find out about this.
Yeah, there's nothing about. Yeah, there's nobody about framing people for mugging or pirates or anything at all. So poor Noah is quite normal, and you just caused
deeply, deeply.
Yeah, give me. What's your self hardened at? This is still
my self is hardened at 2.
All right, yeah, this is a self 2, but yeah, it's doing this public is a little gauche, but everyone else is pretty drunk.
Okay, even if he had to roll for it, he's a former minister.
Yeah,
he's gotten people to confess in ugly ways. But
yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
it's in the past. It's
yeah. So yeah, give me a minister check.
Grinning awkwardly at the onlookers.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, crank up, Skinnerd. Need something to cover this.
Okay.
They do, but it's
7.
Tuesday's gone.
So
that's a fail.
All right. Yeah, you can't console them. Weirdly enough.
Even better.
So good job there. Successful like karaoke. Noah's definitely not part of this.
All right then.
He doesn't feel like
Noted.
All right. So you narrowed it down. It's Steve Carden. It has to be by process of elimination. Unless you're totally wrong about everything, but you're probably not.
Yeah.
So that spends the night for all of you. You make your breakaway clothes. You fix your computer. And you did some digging. And the new day dawns. No podcast for you because, but you can take another drink if you want.
Yeah. 4 cigs.
Yep. What do you want to do?
Oh, that is a good question. What do we want to do?
Well, so we know this guy works. Okay.
Walmart.
Yeah, works late shift.
Well, it says he works late. Yeah, Walmart.
Right. So we don't know anything about the friend. We don't know if there are any others involved. Oh, wait. If he works late, does he have a relationship status on Facebook?
It's complicated with Amber. I don't know last name. It's a good last name for a small town girl.
Living in a lonely world.
Living in a lonely world.
Amber Jorgensen?
Nah.
Manning. Amber Manning.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's complicated.
Yeah.
Her profile is more locked down. Not entirely, but you can't see there's not a lot of information.
Sure. Phone books are still a thing, right? I'm gonna try to find his street address.
Oh no, you got to credit to us. You can have his street address.
Okay.
He's living in an apartment, in a 2-story, walk-up thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're almost a little far afield at this point, but I almost wonder, would it be worth it to do some crime as the pirate and then do a bolt and run and just hoof it back to his place, shuck the costume there,
And put it in his trash can.
Yeah, try to frame him?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. You can try and frame him for the crime, for not the crimes he actually did, but for new crimes. All right.
Turn back
Karma.
play.
Yeah, weird. So yeah, you could definitely do that. I will.
Oh, we could also find some way to anonymously submit the footage that implicates him.
Well, the hallway stuff wouldn't work. Yeah, the car breaking into might a little bit. Yeah.
Well, we can either submit it to Crime Stoppers, or we can leak it to the local media And you know that the local media is definitely going to want to give the police department a bloody nose for messing that up and accusing not only an innocent woman, but an innocent woman from out of state who was just visiting.
Plus, the pirate story is still pretty hot.
I mean, it's dying down. They made a thing about arresting.
Well, we're about to light a fire under its ass.
Oh, it's going to be hot, hot, hot. It's going to be so hot, Buster Poindexter is going to come out of retirement and sing about it.
Okay. All right. So,
okay. Here's one more thing. Make a second pirate outfit.
ooh.
I can do that.
All right.
So here's the plan. Somebody does some crime, enough so to get some heat attention, then bolts out, and just to, try to not get ourselves caught up, we need to essentially do a running cutout just as a backup to make sure whoever actually is doing the crime can legit disappear if need be.
I can all but literally disappear.
Okay.
All right.
So you'll be, Okay.
I'm good with this.
And one or the other of us will be the backup that'll actually go in. I'll probably do it because I'm a free runner. So makes sense as... Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. So you're going to plan. So you're going to have one pirate outfit just to plan.
Yeah.
And one tag for someone else to wear.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right. Because if we plant the tearaway, they're going to know how the pirate disappeared, and we don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want...
Does his apartment have a balcony?
Yeah.
Even just a tiny shitty one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tiny
then
shitty
this
one.
is
Yeah.
easy peasy.
Yeah, you could dump it in the balcony. So you're going to be the pirate.
Yep.
All right. So you get to the park.
I'm going to do crime.
You are going
to him.
He's going to be the victim?
No, wait, then you'd have to testify.
Yeah,
You have to testify. But on the other hand, if you were to go after that little old guy over there...
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the real interesting part, Mr. Former Minister.
Yeah.
Who are you going to mug?
Oh, okay. Do you see the woman with the yapping dog
Actually, you
on
can
the
vandalize some shit, too. Pirate did that. Break some shit with your sword with witnesses around.
Yeah, I could do that. How many people are around? What time of day is this?
You get to
We
choose.
can pick.
Yeah, you have the initiative in this regard.
if we go at lunchtime, we'll be able to catch a couple of the young professionals who decide to come to the park and run on their lunch break. You could slap the water bottles right out of their hands with that sword, or you could go after the elderly people who just got done watching Matlock and are coming out here to meet with their other elderly friends and talk about the episode. And just shove them down on their good hip.
Look at self. Let's just get that.
And if you shove them down on their good hip and not the bad hip, at least they'll have a good story to tell.
Point of order. There are no young professionals in a town of 2,000 people.
Let's see here.
You're right, so it's just old people.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
What's your noble passion, by the way?
Compassion.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the opposite of what we're doing.
Yep.
Almost the direct opposite.
Compassion is a zero-sum game. We're being compassionate about the lady who's in the slammer.
Yeah, that's not
You
how...
gotta push down some old people.
Yeah, that's definitely a self-7. Like,
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Or you could just vandalize stuff.
That's still probably a 4.
Was that a crime they ever committed?
Yeah, they broke things and witnesses.
Okay. I will do that then. I don't want to do it if it's a change in the MO because
it's mugging or vandalism.
Mugging or vandalism.
You failed your check, so you don't know exactly what they vandalized or how they vandalized it. All you know is specifically how they mugged people, which is with a sword.
Okay.
A very real sword and a broadsword. Because you interviewed the witness.
Do we have a real sword, perchance?
I'll give you 2 Ren Fair quality stainless steel eBay broadswords.
Okay.
These
Close enough.
They're not mall ninja shit.
they're very much in that level of quality, though.
But they're not like.
But they look like
serial
quality.
They look like broadswords, yes, but they're made from the same cheap stainless steel. So if you hit things, be careful. You have a chance of breaking them, or especially group fail or of blunting it.
Yeah, I will run amok in the park based on the description I've heard so far. I will accompany it with as much or as little flamboyance as I have to.
Well, yeah, we're going to be... First off, what time of day are you doing this?
Well, we know what time they struck for the last one. It was...
Actually, you don't. You didn't. You failed your research checks on that.
The one
from our interview.
For when that one mugging happened.
That one mugging was around 10 a.m.
So 10 a.m.
I'll do that.
All right. There's a playground. There's walkways, and there's a nature trail that leads into the denser woods. And
is there a dog park? Please tell me there's a dog park.
There sure is now. There's definitely a dog park.
What kind of dogs?
There are no dogs in the
There are dogs. There definitely are dogs.
No dogs allowed.
This is a very boring town. This is not Night Vale. So, there are mutts, a mix of breeds. There's what kind of dogs are you looking for?
God.
Like a Chihuahua or something?
Did anybody notice the shade Ross just threw on French Lick, Indiana? It's a very boring town. Wow, that's hard.
Yeah.
Poor French Lick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're going to be able to recover from this one.
Yeah, RPPR.
It's French Lick, so I'm going to do some minor vandalism, then find and attempt to steal a French bulldog and take it to the playground.
You're dog napping a French bulldog?
I'm temporarily dog napping a French bulldog.
Okay.
And then I'm
from the dog park and dumping it in the park.
So, and dumping it in the playground.
Okay.
Make some ruckus around the playground. Pretend it's a pirate ship or something.
Whoa! Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
So just to be clear,
this is hilarious.
Slow down.
Steal pets from the popular people.
Yeah.
Dress as pets like the popular people.
What popular people?
Yeah. It's a song. So I believe.
I know.
All right, yeah, there's a French bulldog at the dog park. It does not look, vicious or anything. I mean, it's a dog.
It's a French bulldog.
Yeah. What's it gonna do? Love you to death?
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm allergic to adorableness.
Yeah. So it is there, along with its owner, along with a couple of other dogs of various type. There's a husky running around. So there's like we'll say 9 dogs in
Jefferson.
The park. Yeah, Jefferson is there. The dog, yes. I forgot what breed I made him, but
they would name a French bulldog Jefferson.
He's a retriever. You're at the edge of you're in the bushes essentially. You've changed in the pirate outfit. You can fit it over you have street clothes underneath it, I assume.
Yeah.
So you can change it. It's not instantaneous because you're not wearing, you are wearing the tear.
Yeah, because
you have the
second
tear
pirate costume would be the.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can't tear it away in like one action. So let's play this action by action.
Okay.
Dog park is fenced off. It's not a very tall fence, but it is a fence. There is a gate that is closed right now because you have to
close the gate.
Yeah,
so the dogs don't get out.
Exactly. Almost like it's a dog park.
It is like a dog park. So, by the way, all right. So let's figure out where everyone else is for the record. Nate Davenport, are you by Steve Carden's apartment? Is that where you're hanging out?
Yeah. Like what other structures are around there?
It's a residential zone, but there's like a gas station nearby. There's strip mall. But yeah, it's like one of those apartment complexes, like 5 or 6 buildings, a big parking lot. And, building 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
So he's in 302 or something. Building 3.
Okay. Okay. Part of the setup is we need to have scoped this part out so we don't make the same mistake.
Yeah.
What's our...
You want to plan escape route?
What's our exit strategy?
Not even so much the exit strategy as the entrance strategy.
Okay.
So I want to look around for obvious CCTV cameras.
Okay.
I want to find a blind spot.
Okay.
To be hanging out in.
Mm-hmm. Secrecy.
Okay.
That's your best bet, unless you have an identity that will work better.
Well, I'm thinking that I'm going to go for the
I'm a free runner.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I am used to looking for... Yeah.
Sure.
Although it's 1 point higher than my secrecy. It might matter. It don't matter.
Is it a crit failure?
No.
Okay. If it's a regular failure, it's not like the end of the world. It's essentially you don't know it off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Or you can't. You basically realize.
Okay. Here's my self-delusion.
Sure.
These other guys are going for the same thing we are, but they sold somebody else who is completely innocent up the river to do it. Those fucking sellouts.
All right, I'll give that to you. Yeah. All right.
So that makes it 38 under 41.
Okay. So yeah, you see where the CC cameras are. You see there's a blind spot behind one of the buildings nearby. It's where they have a big dumpster in the back with like a little fenced-in area, and you can just stay in the little fenced-in area.
Right. So I'll hang out there.
It smells, but
I can deal with that. Yeah. I'm a free runner.
All right. So you're there. Your car is parked somewhere nearby, I assume.
Yeah,
so
far enough away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have my ski mask at the ready.
Yep. All right. And no one saw you. So, Cici, where are you going to be doing with... Well, I want to know where everybody is before he begins.
You probably need to be dispatch.
So when you say dispatch, you mean...
You need eyes on the scene so you can tell me when to act.
Right.
And
so I'm going to hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull out my totally non-suspect, obviously flamboyantly gay older man outfit. And that consists of powder blue slacks, a raspberry cardigan that is tied around my shoulders.
The kind you bought in a secondhand store?
No. This is firsthand.
Yeah.
Nothing chintzy secondhand. And then I
just wanted the Prince reference.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And then a very lovely white polo shirt.
Okay.
I'm going to be wearing a hat. I'm going to be wearing a pair of reading glasses, and I'm going to find a nice sunny spot in the park where I can see everything, but it also happens to be right here in the sun where I can read my book.
Okay. It's between the dog park and the playground. So those are the areas closest to the...
God bless you, David.
Yeah.
I think that was the moment of the session.
So you're there. Nobody...
and just to really hammer it home, I've got a book from a book club that absolutely does have the Oprah sticker on the front of it. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but I'm thinking...
Probably something by Amy Tan.
No. It's Night by Eli Wiesel.
Okay. You have that. And it's... you have a good view of everything. So that's where everybody is. Your car is parked on the street nearby. Sorry.
One final detail.
Sure.
Headsets. Or not full headsets, but just like Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely Bluetooth.
Sure. So, Glenn, you're in the bushes near the dog park. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm climbing over the fence and
you're
trying to run amok.
You're climbing the fence and then what? Sorry.
And running amok.
Tell us what running amok means for you.
Based on the description of the previous assaults, I'm going to run around, harass people, use pirate jargon, and just rattle my sword at people.
All right.
And kick over trash cans.
Okay.
Somebody's probably having a
nice
picnic in the park.
Violence. You're trying to scare people. So,
yeah. Oh, wait a minute. If someone's having a picnic, run by and just grab the cloth and just.
They're not having a picnic in the dog park. That's probably a bad idea. What with the dogs and the dog group. So you're coercing violence. Roll struggle.
Struggle. My struggle is terrible. I'm gonna hold my liquor first.
Yep.
Just to give myself a fighting
I'll give you
chance.
+10 because you're in a scary pirate outfit and a +10 bonus. And,
okay.
But anyways,
that's a success on the spell. So
right,
with a
you
plus.
don't have any drunk penalty.
Come on, that's a fail.
Okay.
I am not threatening.
You are not threatening. You're going to have to... People are just like... some of them start taking photos of you laughing. Or like...
No. This is good. It'll be the switch up. You're going to disarm them emotionally, and then you're going to steal a dog.
Another one's like, you lose a bet, huh? And so people aren't taking you seriously. You realize your whole thing as a minister was not scaring people, so
Yeah.
you're not really good at it. But you can escalate, and some dogs are coming over to you, barking. They're pretty friendly and curious dogs. So you're gonna have to escalate if you want to scare people.
Glenn,
Boys.
I kick the pug. Kick.
Oh,
Don't kick a pug.
You could, that would probably kill the pug. You could kick a bigger dog.
Yeah.
And that's of course going to. What's your hardened violence at?
2.
Would kicking a dog.
I hope so. I hope that'd be higher than a 2.
I don't know. 2 might still just be in like threatening situations.
Witness an act of torture is 1 through 3. So yeah, I would say that's just a 2 to kick a dog.
I'm gonna try to steal one of the smaller dogs and then push.
You're just gonna grab the French bulldog.
I'm gonna grab the French bulldog and push or kick one of the bigger dogs out of the way.
Okay, roll struggle with the +10 bonus.
And this is where I burn all my minor charges because I need some of this to succeed. Hold my liquor.
Your drunk penalty is not actually gonna work on this. You don't have to cast that spell again.
Oh, I don't?
Yeah. For this scene, you're fine. You're just go with it as long as you're acting like a drunken asshole on a rampage.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a character, yeah.
Okay, well, if I keep that roll, then that actually succeeds.
All right. So you succeed. You kick the dog down. It howls in pain. It's gonna have to go to the vet. As you and you pick up the French bulldog, and people are like, they're like, you see a look of horror on everyone's faces. You realize you are actually that asshole. You feel fucking terrible.
I run away from the crowd and
you
myself.
You need to give me, let's see here. You need to get over the fence now because someone's coming up. Pursuit. Or fitness. Allow either one to climb the fence quickly.
The other thing about having you there is that you can sound the alarm and then 38.
I'm an outdoorsman. Of course I can outrun an angry pursuing animal.
Sure.
Oh my god, somebody just stole Mr. Waffles!
Yeah.
That pirate man grabbed Mr. Waffles!
Crit success.
Good success. All right. David, you can. Let's see. Core's helplessness. That's probably you're trying to tell everybody not to.
I'm not great at causing problems, but I am good at running away from them.
Or an appropriate identity.
Businessman.
Odd 9.
Yeah.
Poor innocent Mr. Waffles. Oh my god, is he still getting over his
Several
surgery?
people are calling the police. At this point, you need to roll self because you're generally scaring people.
Self-defend with...
Yeah, this is self 7. You're being
a
Who's
monster.
dog sitting for Mrs. Kravitz?
Children are crying out. Like
I hate myself.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Did you fail or did you make it?
Defend with notice. Oh, shit, where is it? I actually succeed.
All right, you get a hard notch in self. Yep, you are this kind of person. It's a lot easier to do than you thought. So the dog is the woman's like, no, my baby. Everyone is panicked.
Would somebody think of the fur children?
And you're carrying a real sword around, and people are like genuinely scared of you. So you're not. You said your next step was going to the playground to menace the children. Are you still going to do that?
Just work on running away.
If they're sold on that, then I'm just going to escape.
All right, give me a pursuit.
That's a fail.
Nate, we are go
All right,
for
you can.
colada.
The dog
We
is
repeat, we are go for pina
peeing on you. Definitely peeing on you. You can drop the dog and run away, or you can try one more time. But if you do that, if you fail the second check, someone is going to be able to catch up to you. Because there is a jogger nearby who definitely looks like he is a very fit man and has kind of confused, but has taken his earbuds out, to kind of slowly assessing the situation.
I feel like I need to hold on to the dog and actually steal something to sell it.
All right,
So I'm going to
You've
try it
already
again.
called the cops. You just need to keep the cops chasing.
All right.
I'm drunk and therefore bad at decision making.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right. So
Cici,
Cici, you
And
see
I've
there
already-
is a fit jogger. Actually, there's 2 joggers. There's a man and a woman, and they're both fit, and they both look like... And they both zero in on him.
Okay, I'm going to run over to them.
Okay, you're trying to distract them?
Yeah, I've got to grab their shoulders. Oh my God, somebody kidnapped Mr. Waffles. Have you seen somebody running around here with a Frenchie Bulldog? Have you seen somebody with a Frenchie Bulldog? Oh my God.
All right, you're trying to distract them without letting them know that you're trying to distract them. So that's definitely a lie.
It's a very small little Frenchie. He's got this little cute little white spot over his right eye.
All right, roll lie.
I'm going to give them a very detailed description of the dog while they're still trying to tell me, yeah, we saw a guy,
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lie.
He's right behind you.
Conceal your motives for doing this.
I already spent my flip for my freebie flip, so that's a fail.
20 out of 35.
All right, you are delayed. You do delay them a bit before they head off. Sorry, what'd you get?
I failed 63.
All right,
You could still try to invoke a passion.
You could if you have any passions left to activate.
I do, but none of them apply to this situation.
All right.
Oh, rationalize harder.
Come on. What are the passions that you got left?
All right, so
Compassion. I haven't spent any of them yet. Compassion, dehumanization, and hydrophobia. I'm kind of acting directly contrary to 2 of them.
If you get arrested, they'll make you take a shower.
That's a stretch. What's your rage one?
My rage is harassment / dehumanization.
Wow.
Which I am actively doing.
You are actively doing that. You could, yeah.
I mean,
you could make if you want to. If you you could activate rage and hate yourself, and you'll take another self check. But
that's legit.
All right. So you succeed, and you really hate yourself, and that strangely gives you adrenaline. But go ahead and make that self check.
It's okay. I'll punish myself later.
Yeah,
with booze, lots of booze.
Punish the liver. It is evil.
Yeah.
Gonna get the bottom shelf stuff this time. That's a success.
All right, you get another hard notch of self.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
No,
this has been
you do.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
You're getting really fucking enlightened about that. You run away with the dog, but the joggers are in pursuit.
Okay.
And they're in shape. And while you did get a head start thanks to him and your adrenaline, it's wearing off, so you're going to have to do something to distract them.
Ditch the dog!
They're in sight of you, that's the problem. So, you're going to have to break their line of sight in order to break away your clothes.
Glenn, I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to hate this. You're going to absolutely hate this, and I know you're going to hate me for this.
I think I already know what you're going to say.
But
yes. Throw the dog at the joggers. Throw the dog at the joggers, hope that the leash will tangle up in him or her, and then the other jogger will have to help the jogger, but they're going to rescue the dog at that point.
It's like a banal creepypasta of Paperboy.
Is there a regular open barrel shaped trash can?
You can. Yeah, there's a steel drum type trash can.
Okay, I'm going to toss the dog into the trash can.
All right. That takes that. The man stops to rescue the dog, but the woman's still after you.
Okay.
Yeah, you had to throw it at them to really stop them both. But so you can either try and outrun her, just outdistance her, which is probably not. You could turn around and scare her with, because you do have a fucking broadsword. You could go into the woods and try and hide from her, which is going to be difficult because you're wearing a bright, flashy pirate costume.
And also, you need to trail them towards what's-his-ass's apartment.
Which is...
and I need to... I was trying to stick in urban areas because I need to dump the breakaway suit someplace where they won't immediately find it because you're planting the actual...
Right.
The quote-unquote actual pirate outfit.
Okay, I'll say you're generally right. You knew that you had to run that direction, so you are running that direction. The problem is that's not the thickest woods. The thickest woods are away from town. So you're going to run out of woods pretty quickly. So,
what about like a dumpster in a back alley or something?
If you can get there, sure. But there is a very fit woman who looks really pissed at you because you hurt a dog, and she probably wants to kick the crap out of you.
All right, I'll let her close the distance a little bit and then turn around and swing my sword at something choppable to demonstrate that it is an actual sharp sword.
You'll struggle. You're coercing violence. You're trying to scare the shit out of her.
For bonus points, do it Hong Kong style and knock an obstacle down in her way.
You sure can.
Failing that, there is a very obvious.
That is a fail.
That is a fail. Yep. She is not scared by that and is actually going to punch you. Or actually going to try and grab the sword from you. And her struggle is at a... Well, you don't know what it is, but let's see if she succeeds. She succeeds. She is going to grab the sword unless you want to fight back.
I'm going to fight back and...
All right, that's a struggle.
And...
You do have a character.
No.
Yeah, that's...
You can kneecap her.
Can I? Can I?
You are physically capable of doing that.
It is possible. Anyways, she succeeds. You need to beat her roll of a 23.
I'm gonna cast God Looks Out for Drunks.
Okay.
And which uses my Dipsomancy skill in place of whatever I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna try to push her back and
stun her. Yeah.
Stun her, intimidate her, let her know that I mean business.
Okay. All right. Is that a...
That's a 98.
That is a fail. She gets your sword. And she says, fucking get down on the ground, motherfucker, or I'm going to stick you. Nobody hurts a dog on my watch. And she's scary, so... I'd say being threatened with a sword has got to be a violence. What's your violence at?
2.
2.
This is not what I signed up for.
Nope.
It actually was. You just didn't know it.
This is violence 3. Make a violence check.
Defend with fitness. That's a success.
All right, get a hard violence notch.
Kneecap her. It's the only way.
It's a way.
You can escalate by taking the gun out and threatening her with it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. All right,
he be bringing a sword to a pistol duel.
All right, roll struggle to coerce violence. I'll give you a plus 20 bonus because you're using a gun.
And the proper piratey lingo.
Mostly the
crit success.
Yep.
Yes!
She drops the sword, and you don't even have to pull the trigger. Yeah, she runs.
No, I'm just cocking the...
Okay.
I'm just cocking it for drama.
All right.
But
because you're a crit success, you don't shoot her. She runs.
Okay, I pick up my sword and run.
All right. With the 22, you find a place to change in the kind of area you were.
Dump the suit. Yeah.
Well, I assume you're carrying it with you, so the police would only find one suit.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
By this point,
rewinding the clock a little bit.
So, Cici, you
it's
send a
almost
message.
like we put flash paper in it or something so that it would burn fast when you ripped it off.
Was it self-destructing?
Was it?
I didn't go that far, but it burns easy. You can.
I know what flash paper is. Did you put it in the suit?
Considering we were intending to destroy this one, yes.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but okay.
Yeah, that
I mean, I set the whole thing up to be
shot.
indestructible.
Yeah. All right. So the suits, anyways, rewind. You get the message from Cici.
Yeah, the ball is in play, so...
Yep, free
runner.
Yep. No bonus, no penalty.
37 under 41.
All right, very good. You succeed. Are you putting it on the balcony? Or
yes.
Okay.
And so it's a pirate costume, so there's something colorful and flashy to it. I'm pulling that between the rails, so it'll be more obvious.
Sure. You do that, and you also put the sword, which is the same type of sword that Glenn was using. How are you calling it in? Do you have a burner, then just make it 911? Okay.
I mean, if we went and got a netbook, we also got a track phone.
Sure. That's, not going to begrudge you that. The cops show up. If you stake it, what are you doing? Are you just going to get out of town, or are you going to stake it out?
We're getting out of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
is what the local news is for.
You both of you, you didn't actually... You actually, Cici, give me... What's your self at? And what's your noble passion?
My noble passion is preserving history,
Okay.
and myself is at 3.
It's not really. You didn't really violate your threatening dogs and women and children. Yeah.
I've also got violence at 5, so
Violence and fight, yeah. All right. Being an accomplice isn't as bad. Actually having to put the gun on people, yeah, a little worse. But
It's a living.
Glenn's got some rough on him now.
Glenn learned something about himself today. So
I don't think I gained any hard notches so far in this campaign. I just gained 4 in one scene.
yeah.
Nice.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
that is a thing that just happened.
Yeah. So pretty soon the news breaks that there's a new arrest in the pirate case. So what do you want to do?
And we Crime Stoppers submitted, local
Oh, yeah,
news.
we're going to
submitted,
definitely
an
drop it on
honest
the
tip,
local news.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The house cam footage.
And basically prove that dear, sweet young woman was framed.
Yeah.
And needs to be exonerated fast, because this travesty and this injustice will not stand.
All right.
Especially, we're going to submit that the day after the arrest breaks.
Sure.
To put it dead to rights.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, you do that. And the thing is, you're not privy to that loop of information, so you don't know what's happening, what wheels are turning in the French thing. So, do you wait? Or what are you going to do? Because the wheels of justice, again, I mean...
Sometimes they turn a little bit slow. But if we were to go and ask for bail...
Yeah, you could ask for bail, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could send Jimbo to go bail her out.
It's probably need to be someone other than Jimbo. We need to never use the same cutout in the same situation twice.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go ask Deborah.
Deborah, not Debbie.
Oh, I'm going to call her Deborah, because
okay.
I'm going to be very respectful to her.
Okay.
And make it absolutely clear that I am...
The good cop?
I am the good cop.
All right, give me a
And I'm also the gay cop, so I am clearly not somebody that they're trying to set up to marry you.
Yeah, but it was Glenn who was trying to set... Yeah, you were trying to set her up with Glenn. As far as she's concerned, we'll connect. I can't tell.
Critical success.
Yeah.
You got a 22?
22.
All right. Yeah. She is. She realizes it's for the greater good. And goes to bail out and realizes, well, now that we know she's in jail, we can go and we have a lawyer, of course. So we can send him to help bail her out and take care of it that way. In fact,
and we've also planted the evidence that's going to exonerate her.
Oh, good. Great. So, yeah, when you explain this to the lawyer is, of course...
I heard none of this.
Yeah, I heard none of this, but is happy to use this to prove that her client is innocent. And so you tell Jim, or Jim finds out about this.
The Reverend.
Yeah, the Reverend. So you only found out...
one of the two, yeah.
And one of the two culprits. Well, it wasn't my concern. We got the Bitcoin wallet back.
There you go.
The funding has been secured.
And Stephanie.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes. Praise be unto the angels for they have moved. They have guided you here.
Delivering our lost sheep.
Yeah, delivering our lost sheep. So
behold, if a woman lost a single coin.
And pearl of great price. And
yeah. Every other monetary parable of the talents, blah blah blah.
For what has a man gained if he gains a Dogecoin but kicks the Doge? I don't
That's
know.
a deep question.
That is a deep question. So I'm
sorry you had to boot that up. Well, I'm sorry that you had to kick the husky. I mean, that was...
It was a larger dog. Yeah, I didn't say what type it was.
So I guess... I'm sorry you had to boot that Malamute.
It was not a Malamute. I would say husky. Yeah, I did say there was a husky there. So, there is a he tells you there's an angel of the fourth kind, the one that can create bless the divining rod, which he has. So you can go there to Peasaw, Illinois. And you must go to a cliff face there where they have artwork, and that was the binding to bind the angel there. So when you must go there at the dead of night when there's no moon and recite this and ask it to bless the dividing rod, and do not ask it for anything else. Because that it may grant your wish, and it will not. It is you only get it is
you
for
get
angels.
the one freebie.
You get the one. Do not tempt. Do not anger. It is the type of angel responsible for the destruction of towns, the ruining of crops. It is a terrible and mighty thing. So,
did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons? It's sort of like when the DM gave you a wish spell.
So, it is. How do you want to handle this? You know where Peasaw, Illinois is.
Let's take a look.
If you Google Peasaw, Illinois, you can see it is the high school mascot of the football
it's
team.
actually Alton, Illinois, I think.
Peasaw, Illinois. It is an actual place.
Huh. Yep.
And that is a replica of the image you see on the cliff.
Call me Shorty.
Yep. It is a thing. So it is Southwestern High School that has it as its mascot. Anyways, so let's see, Peasaw, Illinois. Let's see where it is exactly. I forgot if it's
across the river and a little bit north from St. Louis.
Yeah.
So, yes.
It's not too far
High
from
School, home of the fighting outsider arts.
It's actually the thing is supposedly Indians hundreds of years ago had painted alongside the cliff, and then settlers would repaint it. They'd shoot at it, then they paint it again. There's a long history of it, so
of shooting and repainting it.
Yes, apparently. So it's actually north of St. Louis. It's not very far from it. So it is near the Illinois River. You all have a reciting chant to do.
How many days before the new moon? Does the moon have to? Does that be a new moon?
Didn't you say that we had to do that in character while blindfolded?
I'll be even more generous. If you can make a knowledge check, I'll reduce how much you have to memorize. But you will have to.
Okay, I'm more curious to say, are we going to have to memorize it tonight, or are you going to?
We can do it at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
Yeah. So
spot on.
All right.
I got the knowledge.
All right. So regular success.
Yes.
Okay. So the question is, are you going to recite it in parts, or is one person going to recite the whole thing?
Out of character, I feel comfortable taking the whole thing.
Okay. Give me knowledge check.
Okay.
I agree.
I think that
You've kind of been the lore master so far.
Yeah, that's all 5 out of 40.
All right. Let's see here. I will say you can just pick. You set out 5.
I mean, we can still speak.
Yeah. We can speak. I will say that's a good success. With a regular success, I would say just pick 3 sentences out of this, or you equip 3 lines.
How hardened are you at unnatural?
Yeah, 3 lines of this.
Unnatural?
You have none. Oh, hardened.
Yeah, how
I have
hardened?
6.
Okay. Well, the thing is, if you see it at the dead of night, you can't see it, you won't have to make an unnatural check. Because it's just a thing that you hear. And it will do a thing. You have the divining rod. It's neat. I will describe it later when I want to come up with a more, better script.
Once you have.
But yeah, with a regular success, you just have to memorize 3 lines.
Okay.
So I'll give that to you, and we can do that next time we meet. You bypassed your foes. You decided not to pursue who they are. Just focus on the task at hand, and you did. You rescued the cultist. You framed them for a crime they didn't commit, but they did commit the previous crimes. There's a lot of framing, a lot of dog threatening.
Really, just one episode of dog threatening.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
And I went to the bar immediately afterwards and loaded up on doubles.
You got
different bar.
blasted.
You don't go to the karaoke bar.
Yeah, you don't go to my place.
No. I go to the shitty dive bar down the street.
You are
In a different
you realize maybe there is a reason why you fell from grace. There is a darker part of you that you never knew. But we can explore that next time. So, questions, comments, suggestions. You guys have fun?
This was
yeah.
Oh God, why?
It really felt unorthodox this time. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's been general weirdness so far, but this really had the you're choosing to do this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And so many...
How badly do you want it?
Yeah. And you didn't have to kill anybody. Nobody got seriously hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe that
criminals were brought to justice.
Yeah.
I moderately injured a couple of dogs, but could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. So we'll continue on with the
fine. They have like very little, long-term memory.
So after
I'm
you
sure
get
that in a couple of days, those dogs won't even remember what happened to them.
Sure, you could rationalize that all you want.
That's pretty much what this game's about.
After you get the divine rod, you can go on to getting the boat. And I've got a whole thing for that. So it's going to be great.
I know. So one of us has to get a good job.
Yeah. No. I thought of something better. I know it's going to start at that bar that you mentioned, but it's going to be a whole thing. Anyways.
Oh dear.
So we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.